Another episode of Brickmania TV, Designer Studio. Boom.
Oh. You okay?
You use that as your clapper. Oh, yep. Welcome back, everybody. It's another episode of Brickmania TV Designer Studio. I'm here with Dan Siskin, and we are talking about this Panzer III.
Panzer III, yes. So classic, another Brickmania classic. There's a theme going on. And the reason, before we even talk about this, let's talk about the reason we're doing the classics. We've been doing like a lot of top tier kits lately.
For a couple years now.
Yeah, so like Panzer IV that costs $600, you know, like that kind of thing.
It's beautiful though.
Yeah, they're works of art, but not everybody has that kind of dough to throw around. Brickmania goes to a lot of shows. We're still interacting with customers and a lot of first-time buyers. They might be in awe of some of these big, amazing kits and all the printing and all that stuff that we've done, but they just can't afford it. So,
sure.
Going to all the shows in the last year has really hit home that we need to bring more stuff that's accessible to first-time buyers or new buyers or people with maybe they don't have the gigantic budget that we're pleasing with our super elite high-end kit. So we're bringing back all these old things. And I think this right here is a
great
perfect example.
Yep. So just lowering the baseline, so we'll have a full variety of kits at all levels.
Right.
Yes.
We have modern military, and then World War II, of course, being
bread and butter kits.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody loves them.
So
yes. So it's Brickmania Classic. That means it's got really classic minifig.
Yep.
Tank commander. Like things we've been seeing for years and years.
Yeah, it's the same head that's been on every German Panzer commander since
the dawn of time.
Yeah, since Lego invented Panzer commanders.
Correct. Give them credit. Yep.
Right.
And is this a design that we've run before, or is this a new update to it?
Well, it's a simplified version of our last Panzer III. So the last Panzer III was kind of on, it was a few years ago. We've been making Panzer IIIs consistently since I think the first one was 2002 or something. I put together the first Panzer. We didn't actually get to sell it till like 2006 or 7.
Okay.
Because it just sat. I didn't have time to deal with it. I built it and then it sat.
That's in the days before Bricklink.
Yes.
Right.
Well, it was very, very early days. So we've been making them, it's been about 20 years now that we've been making Panzer IIIs, and they've just been getting better and better. Mm-hmm. So this incorporates a lot of the best features, but also a lot of the simplest features. Okay. So it's kind of like, it has roots going back to the early days, but it's really has so many details and stuff that were added just because the parts were changed, the parts availability is different, and then of course our sensibilities for building are a little bit different.
Sure.
We didn't have Brickmania track links back in the day.
This is absolutely true.
It was 2 rows of single wide chain links.
How do we get to a double wide? Well, we take 2 single tracks.
Yeah. Go back in the painful old days. Oof. So it does have Brickmania track links. So there's some modern updates. Of course, we're going to do that because it's our kit.
Modern. We've had track links for a long time now.
I know. But even the 1.5 wides were a later. They weren't even the classic because the first track links are single wide and double wide.
Yeah.
But
and that was back in the day.
Yeah, be more historically accurate. 1.5 wide. So it looks a lot like the last Panzer III, just the plain old Panzer III that we did. I think it's House of J or something like that.
Sounds right.
Right. Sorry, Germans. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that gigantic word. But so you have all the classic features. You have the antenna that goes up and down. You have a fully rotating turret, the commander's hatches. And if you wanted to make it an earlier version, you can just pull that turret bustle right off. Except I broke it. Yeah.
Yep. Opening, closing hatches. The barrel depresses.
It elevates and
Elevates,
depresses.
yep.
Yeah, it depresses just a hair. It's
just a hair.
Not nothing to write home about. But yeah. So.
No, and I had a very small hand in this one because it's a classic kit. It's fully stickered.
Yes.
Rolling clear stickers on this one. You get 2 sets of numbers. One just plain white, one black and white.
Are they the same number? Or are they different numbers?
No, different numbers.
Okay. So you could theoretically have 2 of them and then.
Correct. Yep. And also the Belgian-Kreuz, we've got plain white ones and black and white ones for people, depending if, again, enough for two.
Right.
We've got the early model Panzer III hatches, so not the split hatches, but single hatch.
Yeah. And you'd actually see those throughout the entire war because they wouldn't send them. You know, if they got upgraded or whatever, they wouldn't take the hatches off. They would.
Yeah, you could upgrade the more important stuff like guns. And,
yeah, they updated to a standard, not to 100%.
And then we've got some vents on the back here. Those are the last stickers of the sets of stickers. So,
Right.
Yeah.
But the minifig is printed, two-sided print on the Panzer Commander. It's similar, but not exactly the same as the one that's sold individually.
Okay.
I think the torso's the same. And of course, the face.
Face is classic.
Yeah,
Does
that
not change.
sneering Panzer Commander. They're just never happy. So.
This is a cool little tank.
Yeah.
I think it's great.
Yeah.
Absolutely great. It's got some
And
great shaping on
It's
the back.
hard. I can't show you on the thing, but this is so smooth here, but it does roll pretty well.
Nice.
For
Little flywheel action there.
yeah. So this is such a shiny, soft or shiny, slippery material that it's hard to get it to roll, but it does actually have function. Yeah. So yeah, we need to get that rubber mat back up on here. So something for a future episode, but
Okay.
yeah. So there it is, Panzer III Classic. You know, it's moderately priced. It's not super spendy. Budgeted for everybody. But this would be like if you're building an army, you'd have what the Americans would have a Sherman or a Stuart maybe, and then you have this a classic Panzer III would make a great pairing. So you'd have the good guys and the bad guys.
Yeah.
So
Must have for any given army. And it's a great entry level tank.
yep.
Yeah. All right. Last thoughts?
This is going to be in production for a while. If you go get one, try to go get one when it comes out and it's gone. Have no fear. This is going to be a staple for the next year or two. Classics. If it says classic, chances are we're going to keep it in stock. So
Very
because
cool.
they're classics and we want to have them.
Awesome. Okay. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time here on Brickmania TV.
Thank you, Slant.
Thanks, Dan.